The president is claiming victory after making a deal with Kim Jong-Un. But now the hard part, filling in the details and selling it to the American people and Congress, with some lawmakers saying it's an agreement that's heavy on the symbolism but light on the substance. This morning, President Trump back in Washington after striking a deal with North Korea and with a wave telling reporters it was a great trip. Moments later, back on his phone. Now gearing up for the critical sales pitch on Air Force One, shoring up support among Asian allies, speaking with the leaders of South Korea and Japan, and tweeting this morning after his long trip, "Everybody can now feel much safer than the day I took office. There is no longer a nuclear threat from North Korea." On Fox News overnight, Mr. Trump giving new details about his meeting with the North Korean leader.
This country has to be denuked, and he understood that. He fully understood it.
And the strategy that he says helped bring Kim Jong-un to the negotiating table, a mix of sanctions and tough verbal insults.
Little rocket man.
So I think the rhetoric, I hated to do it. Sometimes I felt foolish doing it. But we had no choice.
So strategically you were doing it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he gained respect.
The president also sending out his top lieutenants, the Secretary of State in South Korea energizing allies, while Vice President Pence tried to rally skeptical lawmakers.
I don't know what yet, is of concrete nature coming out.
This is an agreement in principle. It's not an agreement that can be enforced.
We had a lot of sizzle here, but not a lot of steak at the end of the day.
The critical question, did the president give away too much after signing a 2-page agreement with North Korea committing to complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula? President Trump saying it would start very quickly, but giving no specifics about a timetable or how any of it would be verified, and offering a major concession, halting yearly joint military exercises with South Korea.
We will be stopping the war games.
That left allies stunned and appeared to catch the Pentagon off guard. While the politics play out, the powerful optics from Singapore still resonating, from that first historic handshake to backpats and high praise.
He's a very talented man.
With Mr. Trump playing producer at one point.
Getting a good picture of everybody so we look nice and handsome and thin.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Even trying to win over Kim with a Hollywood-like action trailer produced by the White House.
2 men, 2 leaders, 1 destiny.
And Kristen, back to that tweet that you mentioned, the president saying there is no longer a nuclear threat from North Korea, but we're a long way from that.
We're a long way from that, Savannah. Look, there is broad agreement. The summit in Singapore diffused tensions that were close to a boiling point, but North Korea, of course, still has its nuclear weapons, and the agreement so far doesn't outline specifics like how many of those weapons it actually has. It could take years for North Korea to get rid of its entire arsenal, and that's all if the country complies with the accord. North Korea, of course, has a very long history of cheating on deals in the past. Savannah and Willie.
Yeah, and the question of whether they would let inspectors in. A lot of questions to be worked out still. Kristen, thank you very much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.